Welcome back. I'm back with another pair of trainers today. This pair is much more in line with what I usually have on my channel. It is a Patta times Nike Air Max 1 in the chlorophyll colorway. There's a lot of talk about how boring these are and how plain they are, and I understand that they are a green pair of Air Max 1, but having them in hand, it's clear to me that they are very special. I won't try and pretend like it's a pair I've been trying to get from back in the day in 2009, but in hand I can definitely appreciate this pair. So if you watch this video and you like the content, please give it a share, please comment. I love a comment. Please subscribe, even better. But without much ado, let's get into the review of this pair. But this pair here, I think a little bit special. I think they are that pair of trainer that is aimed at someone like me, someone who's old school and someone who loves their trainers and is into kind of simplicity. I understand why they're so many people's grails. I'm really an Air Max 90s and 97s guy. I've got a few pairs of Air Max 1s from the Casinas, a couple of pairs of Concepts, and then I really fell in love with the Patta Wave pack. I'm a massive Patta fan because they kind of remind me of those old school Afrocentric brands from back in the day, from the 90s when I was young, like Cross Colours and Carl Kanai and those kind of brands. They were originally released in 2009. They are a collaboration between Patta and Nike, and they have been many people's coveted pair for a long time. What I am really impressed with is the execution on this pair, and that is one of my favourite things about Patta and Nike collaborations. I've got the Patta Waves, as I said before, and I've got the Aqua Noise. I've got the kind of brown pair, which is my absolute favourite, this pair here, and I've also got the black pair, and the black pair is executed so well, and so all three pairs actually. The shape is fantastic, the materials are fantastic, and they're just what I consider to be like a grown man trainer. They're simple but really, really beautiful, and that's exactly what this is. The main thing I like about this is the denim. So you have this fantastic denim that covers the toe guard and also on the swoosh. It's just a really nice material. It looks almost like corduroy, and so it just elevates the trainer a little bit. It's enough to make the trainer really attractive without making it an eyesore. Like some of their Concepts pairs, you know, are a little bit over the top, and that they have their place, but this is simplistic and really nice. So I won't go into too much detail with this review. I wasn't able to get my size. So what happened with the Patta release, I think they did a pretty good job, is they hit up people with early access, people who have shopped for Patta for a while. So I'm one of those people. I've bought quite a few bits in Patta over the years. So I was able to get early access. That early access happened when I was working, and also the email kept going to my junk. So by the time I saw that I'd actually had access on the Friday, because I was waiting all day Thursday, because I got the notification on the Wednesday that I would get early access, so I assumed that'd be the Thursday. It didn't happen till the Friday morning, and I couldn't access it then. So at that time, all that was left was a 9.5 UK. So I thought I would get this pair in and see if I can trade up and get my size, which is a UK 10.5. So if anyone's out there and you have a 10.5 UK and you want to swap for a 9.5 and you live in London, you meet all that criteria, then hit me up. So yeah, so I was lucky to get this pair. They sold out immediately when the actual drop took place. Unfortunately, I had to get mine from the Netherlands, which added an extra £60 on top of this, so they ended up costing me £200. But I know I'll be able to kind of trade around and get that money back in some way, because these are so coveted. I'm just so impressed with these in hand. I think they're really clean, and you'll hear that word a lot. I think they're classic. I'm a massive Patta fan. I really like what Patta does in trying to like uplift the kind of black community, and also without excluding other communities at the same time. I think they do a really good job of that. So I'm a big fan of Patta. I like their clothing. I like what they're about, and I think I'm just really fortunate to have been given access to this collab and to be able to get it. In terms of sizing, I don't have my size in hand to recommend, but I know that with Air Max 1s, I go slightly half down. So I'm usually an 11. So my Jordans over there are an 11, but all my Air Max 1s are a 10.5. My Air Max 97s are a 10.5. but my Air Max 90s and pretty much everything else, I'm a UK 11. All my Adidas, all my New Balance, I'm an 11. So I go half down on these. I don't know what it is about the fit, but they just fit massively if you get true to size. So I always go half down, and I will go half down when I try and get the right size for this pair. In terms of price, these cost £145, and if you can get them at that price, do it, don't think twice. This pair is fantastic. I know retail's pretty much sold out, but I think I would pay up to about £250 for these, and that's a lot. I don't pay resale anymore if I can avoid it. I'm kind of past that time, but I think I would for these because these are a classic and I don't see them being that accessible. I feel like they were a Europe only release pretty much, so the demand is really high and the supply is really limited. One thing I haven't mentioned that I think is worth noting is the colour. This colour green is just beautiful. It's a really vibrant green. It's called Chlorophyll. I'm a naturist, so it fits in nicely with that side of my personality, and I'm just really pleased with these. So it has a fantastic colour. It has a beautiful leather on this leather section here. I think it's either a canvas here, this lovely denim. It hasn't got an aged midsole, which I think is interesting because that's really common. They kept it bright white, and that's fine. And then it has a nice 20th anniversary on the inside. I forgot to say, now this will blow people's minds because they'll be like, why are you talking about the box? But actually the box is one of my favourite features. Obviously I love the trainer, but as boxes go for an old school head, and this is what I'm saying about this trainer, that's why I think they've done such a good job with this trainer, because they really hit the target market, me, old heads who are kind of maybe on a bit of a nostalgia wave. So the box has all like the old school logos that you used to see back in the day on different Nike sub brands. Like the Huarache kind of squiggle, the ACG logo, all the different old school logos they've got not emblazoned but like kind of glossed onto the box, and it's just really a celebration of Air Max. And I don't think we see enough celebration of Air Max. I feel like on YouTube it's very much centered around Jordan Brand and dunks and those kind of things, and actually a big part of my identity as a trainer head and my identity in general is derived from my love of Air Max and that kind of culture that I grew up in. That's not to exclude anyone else's culture, but you know, you want to big up your own culture where you can, and I'm Air Max all the way pretty much. So it's lovely to see brands celebrating that and people having the opportunity to really buy trainers that they love. So for me it's been a really real celebration. I wasn't able to get the size that I like, but that's the way it goes, that's life. Like, I can't be entitled to get what I want all the time. So loving this pair. Please drop comments down below, let me know what you think about this pair of trainers. Please share this with your friends if you like it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for sticking with me, I appreciate every view. I will see you on the next one. Peace.